Hey folks, Twisted Christian here. Today I want to discuss the launch of the wealth transfer with TC. So I've put together the Discord, and especially with the help of some other people too as well, especially with the information that they have. And I was able to put together almost like a one-stop place where you can view all the current information that's out there, also access to all the many different prophetic words by different people and prophets, in a place to chat and keep everything up to date. But I will go over everything in the Discord so you can see and see how it works. Now, I did a soft launch last week and basically trying to get everybody signed up, get everybody connected, just to make sure everything is working if there's any problems. Because when you're setting up a Discord, it's a lot more difficult than I thought that it would be, as far as, and especially having to connect it with Patreon and all that. But it should be working for everybody. If you are signed up with the Patreon, it should work. So some people have been running into a couple problems, and I'm going to put some suggestions down below, because there might be some other things that are maybe on your computer that might be hindering you from accessing the Discord. So actually accessing the Discord for me is a lot easier doing it on the desktop. Because I have a hard time reading things on the phone, and everything's so tiny, and even if you have your glasses on, at least for me, it's still harder to read. And so I prefer the desktop version, but also to study too as well, because a lot of the Google documents that I provide you guys, it's a lot harder to look at on your phone, than it is on the desktop. When you actually first sign up, you can sign up through your phone. Right, you could try to do this through your phone or try to do it on the desktop, and you need to be able to access this through the Patreon. So my recommendation is, first, whether you're on the desktop or on your app, you want to bring up your Patreon, and you want to try to access the level of donation that you guys give and the different tiers. You should see it where it says includes Discord benefits. So once you do that and you click on that, it should bring you to a screen where it says here, view on Discord. Right, you can see here. So once you click that, it should say view on Discord. If you have not signed up, then it's probably going to take you through the process of signing up. So my recommendation is you sign up for Discord first and then access your Patreon. So you connect a lot faster if you have your Discord already ready to go. Now on the desktop, when you first bring it up, it's going to give you these two options here, right? It's going to say download for Windows, which is like downloading an app to your phone. Basically, that's how it works. And then open your Discord in a browser. I'm not downloading it for my Windows because I don't want my computer to run any slower than it probably already is now. And then you can open Discord in your browser. So once you click on open Discord in your browser, then it's going to prompt you to sign up. And once you've signed up, then you can go back through your tiers and then click on view on Discord. And then it should take you to the wealth transfer with TC. So that is one way, that is one of the ways to do it. And if you have problems connecting, then probably what you want to do is refresh. Once you've clicked on view on Discord and it brings you to this, but you don't see all these different rooms and stuff, you may want to refresh your Patreon and then refresh the Discord. And the other way to access that is here on the Patreon, on the right hand side, you will have your symbol here where you go to manage memberships, right? And then it'll show you your active membership. So you would click on the active membership, and then it'll tell you from there what items that you have access to. See, and this is just another example. Once you click on that, it'll tell you your rewards in that section. I'm also going to put an additional video down below in the section that should help you walk you through the process too as well. All right, folks. So now let's go ahead and get into the Discord and kind of go over each of the different sections. Now, usually when you first log into your Discord for the first time, here on the left-hand side, it should show all the different channels. right? And they're all open under the category. So you can see here I have wealth transfer, general chat, crypto pricing prophecy. Now you can minimize these. There's a little arrow here on the left hand side next to the WT. Just click on that. Same with the crypto pricing. Click on that. Stock market, Kim Clement, the help section, Profits Corner. What you currently see right here, some of the stuff could change around as we get more into it, and I see we need to add or take away or combine channels. All right, so this first one I'm going to go over, the wealth transfer general chat. In the first section, this is where you can post, if you belong to the Patreon, you can post your dreams and visions that you have or words concerning the wealth transfer. So a lot of people send me dreams and stuff. So you can go ahead and post it down here. And down here below where this little plus sign is, right, you can add a GIF. And then if you click on the plus sign, you can upload a file. Like if you want to upload like a picture or a PDF or anything like that, you can do that there. So that's where you type your message. Right. Then the next section is just the non-wealth transfer prophecies, where you could talk about any prophecy from anybody that doesn't have anything to do with the wealth transfer. Right. Then after that is the unclaimed lost funds section. So I have here for Canada, the United States, and Australia, where you can search for lost money from bank accounts and everything. So all that information is there. And I included that because a lot of people don't realize still to this day that you might have money that's coming to you under your name or your spouse's name, or from a deceased loved one, like your parents or a brother that didn't have any beneficiaries. You'd be surprised what you'll find. And so there's just like a short guide here where that will help you locate funds, especially if you've moved around a lot in the United States. A lot of people don't realize, people leave a lot of money behind. Also, too, you can look up if you have a business or a current business. Right, so you can look under those under your business names. And then we have a breaking prophecy for news. So say, for instance, there's a prophecy going on and we're in the now of that prophecy. That's where like your news articles or prophecies that they gave would go there. And then we have a prayer room. So you can either ask for prayer, or say, for instance, like say when a prophet is asking people to pray for a certain thing or pray to come against a certain thing, that could be posted down here. So if Johnny or Prophet Robin or somebody else says, the Lord says we need to pray against this or pray about this, then that could be posted here too as well. Then we have the main chat room here, where this is where just your general main talk, right? You can talk about anything, post anything. All right, so we'll go ahead and move on to the next section. It's the crypto pricing prophecy. So we have crypto talk and news. So this is where basically all crypto talk and news can go here and ask your questions or whatever. Right. Then we have regulation and hacks. Right. So this is where we're looking at regulations that are coming, and any type of hack news would go in there. That way people can educate themselves. Then the next section would be platform talk, and that's just dealing with the platforms that we've been talking about as far as the wealth transfer. Okay, then we got the section for Bitcoin, right? And mainly where we are at in the wealth transfer, I'm focusing on the first run and what's going to happen directly after that first run. I'm not concerned about the second run yet. So we have to get through this next major run in crypto before we can focus on what's going to happen down the road in the future. So from here, when you go to the Bitcoin section, you can see the Google document, right? And so when you click on that Google document, it's going to bring up some of the main prophetic words that we have concerning mainly the first run, right? And you can go there, you can see Prophet Robin and crash on two platforms when Bitcoin hit 70,000. And then you have Chris, who saw a high of 613,000. And then right before the crash to zero, where he saw it at. That way you can always go look at it, especially when I go through and update it. And And there's so many different prophecies, and trying to put it all together and put it in an appropriate timeline, it's not as easy as a lot of people think, especially when you have a lot of prophetic words to go through. So, and that's what these are, the main pricing points, not just like every single one that Chris gave. Prophet Chris had given a lot of different pricing points for Bitcoin, so that those are not listed in here. I think what's more important is when we're going to see certain crashes at certain points. And right before the major crypto winter, I'm talking about when Bitcoin goes down to zero, not flash crash down to zero, flash crash and then come right back. I'm talking about like actually crashing and staying below that point for a certain period of time before there's a short rebound, because some of the different prophetic words, they bounce up and down during crypto winter. Okay, and then Dogecoin is the same thing. There's a spreadsheet there, and when you click on that, that one is just for Dogecoin only, right? So if I need to update this, I'll update it. But right now, that is where we stand. You can always click on it. You can always have access to that. And then we got the same thing with Shiba Inu. So when you go to the Shiba Inu section, there's the Google document, and that has everything with all the pricing points for Shiba Inu, right? And links to some of the different prophecies and other things that are discussed in this chart. And I do want to bring up, folks, that even though that we have these charts, it doesn't mean that what I have here is a perfect picture, right? This is when I look at what other people are saying and my thoughts and opinions, and I kind of put it together. So some people might have a little varying opinions on how this might take place. All right, then we have a section for XRP, Empire, Electroneum, Redcoin, XLM, and then all other cryptos and a master list. In this section, we talk about all the other cryptocurrencies that is not included in this list here. And then also in this section, when I'm finished with it, is a master list of all the prophetic coins that has some type of prophecy attached to it. And then the section below that has the Bitcoin buy limit orders. And I have, again, the Google document. When you click on the Bitcoin phishing buy limit order Google document, this is what comes up. And these are just like examples that it shows and some other information that kind of help guide you through the process if you are doing this. So if you are just brand new, I would not worry about this. I'd be focusing on getting like Shiba Inu and a few other coins to prepare for this next first run before you get into this part of it. All right, so I'll close that one out and open up the stock markets. So here on the stock market prophecy section, where you can talk about the stock, just the general stock market, Dow, OTC markets, and then I'll be adding more information to this. So this is just a general area for talking specifically about what's going on in the stock market. Here I have, you can see listed that the prophecy from Chris that the Dow low is 6,677. Then we have another section for gold and precious metals, fiat currency, Zion Oil and EEENF section. And then I have a section for McDonald's because there's another video I'm putting together about this and what's going to happen with McDonald's. So I think this is going to be important, and I think there's a reason why God is showing us 61 cents for that. And then another one, Tesla, and also banking news, right? So anything that deals with any bank's issues or anything like that, that's where you put that there. So we'll go ahead and move on to the Kim Clement section. All right, so this is the Kim Clement 8 Wells. This is a really good place where you can actually start looking at things and discussing things about Kim Clement's prophecies. And you see the first one is the Iraqi dinar. And you can see where I have here in the channel section all the different prophecies concerning the dinar from Kim Clement. Right, so you'll be able to check on all those there, and also to where to buy it. Right, so that is there in that section. The big E, 5-point E, missing point star. And so I have a Google document specifically for that. And when you click on it, it's going to bring you to every single prophecy concerning the 5-point E and big E that I could find in the database. Right, so you probably want to, if you're really into that, you can always go here and get that information. You don't have to keep researching over and over and over again And then you can make your own notes and thoughts and opinions in the comment section. And then the Double Crown Prophecy, and I have another Google document linked to that. We got Ford, XLPI, BBB, Synchrotron, Ludacris, the Oak Tree, and I think the Oak Tree is connected to the Big E also too as well, but I just went ahead and put it as a separate topic. Another phone system, and that links you can see where it'll take you directly to that prophecy. And then I have the Oak Tree prophecies too as well. Anything that deals with Oak Tree is listed there. And then this section would be for Kim Clement miscellaneous prophecies. And so you can click on that and it'll take you to the database of Kim Clement. So I think that's going to be very interesting, and people can, we can discuss this and we can help narrow down some of these prophecies that have yet to really be discovered, in my opinion. I mean, there's 8 plus more, because I believe there was a lot. When you actually do the research into Kim Clement, there's actually a lot more wells than just 8. And then we have a help section for the stock market and for the crypto market. So if you are having problems or issues, you can ask it there, and anybody who has the knowledge and experience can answer those questions. And there's also the voice option too as well for that, because always typing all the time doesn't always help. Right, and then we have the Prophets Corner, which I'm working on, and this is just people who have their prophecies online, where you can actually go and research, and you can look at it and you can read them. And so, like here, you have the Charlie Shamp, and it'll click you to all his prophecy database here. Kim Clement, the same thing. Christopher Harris, his PDF download. So when you do click on that, it's going to automatically download the PDF, right? So just so that you're aware, I want you guys to freak out, but that's how you would download it there. And then I also have a link to Maria Conwell's prophecies, where you can just go click on her link. Click on the link where she posts all of her prophecies, right? So you can go back. So if there are other people that are out there and they do have it, a searchable database online, that is for this particular section, right? So when you look at all these different sections, so if somebody has a video about Ford or the dinar, if Johnny talks about the dinar, you can post that. Then you can post his video from YouTube in that section, and just from all the different people who are involved in the wealth transfer. And since there are a lot of people who do talk about the wealth transfer, and their videos can actually go in the various sections. What I was trying to do here is basically one place where you can come and get all this information and links to all the information. It's like this: if you're trying to do all of this on your own and you're trying to keep up with all this stuff, it's very, very difficult. There's a lot of confusion a lot of times, because there's not just one place where you can just grab all the information, and especially dealing with the Kim Clement prophecies and so forth, and some of the things that we're hearing. And if you guys see something on the Google document, or say like the pricing points for Shiba or Dogecoin, where we need to put something in, then we can make those changes as we move along. And so what mostly right now is the focus is getting through the first run and preparing ourselves for what's going to happen after the first run up with cryptocurrency. That is the most important thing. And because we do have a lot of prophecies that go beyond that, but we have to get through the first part first, and then we can focus on all of that a little bit later. So probably even by the time that I get this video out, of course I've had other thoughts and things to add. So you might see some things changed by the time you get into the room. Because, we're just still kind of really testing this out and kind of going through everything and seeing how everything fits together. So if you guys do have suggestions or categories to add, let me know. If you want to access this, you can access it through the Patreon. Make sure you sign up for the Discord, And if you're having problems, there's going to be some links down below and some other suggestions from other people on what they did to get this going. So I thank you guys for your support. Your guys' support has helped me get to this point to where I can actually take out the time and do this. So I really appreciate your guys' support in making this happen for everybody. That's it, folks. Thank you. God bless. TC out.